Definitely think she's low tier.
Ride the squirrel back to the house, and boom, you'll get a kill. You.
The cycle is repeating itself all over again. There is a massive character problem in Marvel Rivals. Now, I'm not talking about the characters themselves directly. Hot take, but I think MR has some of the coolest and best designs of any game of all time. Most of them are balanced. Obviously, you're gonna have a few outliers, and some characters are just broken. That's in any game. Not everything can be perfectly balanced, and every character be equal. That's not even how it should be either. You should have some Steph Currys, and then you should have some Seth Currys of the world. That's just how life works. And just because a character's broken doesn't mean everybody can just play them and instantly go to top 500. That's not how it works.
Come on, back to back. Let's get this. Hey, had him in the corner. Bruh. Keep going, rocket. Hey, rocket. Bruh. Rocket, come on. Bruh. Yo, this motherfucker. Oh my crap.
But I think every character is actually really well balanced. They're all unique, have unique hits. They all feel like their own character. The designs are badass. The best superhero designs of all time, easily. So I'm not talking about the characters themselves. I'm most of the time perfect, from the voice lines to the voice acting to the lore behind them.
And I loved you once as well, T'Challa, and lost you far too soon.
Now, the only place I wish to be lost, Ororo, is in your eyes.
To the skins, to the everything. It is all great. What I'm really talking about is the character selection in MR. And we are seeing it once again with the newest character that has just come out. Angela. Hold on a minute, what character is that? The subscribe button. Now between you and me, they're top one, and I think that you should select them. But anyways, the people that have the most influence on games in general is the audience, the fans of said product. But there are subsections, and there's some people that just have a lot more authority, have a lot more say, have a lot more influence. And for Rivals, that is the YouTubers. A big YouTuber, for example, Flats, with his fucking delusional ass takes.
How do you think he's still one of the best characters in the game? When was the last time you were killed by a Star-Lord not an ult?
Can say something, and his word, just like a fucking parasite, will fester in people's brains and then spread. And the biggest benefactor of that is the hero selection screen. People do not want to play these new heroes because they are stuck in their comfort zone and they don't want to leave it. And that's not even just for Rivals, that's people in general. I guess it's just human nature that you want to stay in your comfort zone. You do not want to take risks. You don't want to explore the unknown. If your life is going good, you're going to keep it that way. You're going to keep the ball rolling. You're not dig a hole which can lead you to greatness or that can lead you to bedrock. But whenever a new character comes out, for example, Angela. Now, in my opinion, I think Angela's fucking broken and annoying as a goth chick. It is so infuriating to play a good Angela. Especially for me too, I'm a BP main. And I know all my fellow divers know, Angela is the biggest pain in the ass in the game. Do you know the feeling of lining up the perfect diving spot? You're seeing the entire backline just line up like a school of minnows. You're 0.1 seconds away from dashing, wiping them shits all out. And then unbeknownst to you, an Angela is coming right behind you, putting a spear up your ass, and all of a sudden, you're dead. It is so cancer, and especially playing tank too. Oh my god, the worst feeling in the world. Playing a frontline tank, for example, I main Strange on tank, I'm pretty fucking good too, but getting grabbed by an Angela, and then getting grabbed by a Bucky, or getting pulled by Invis Woman, there was nothing you can do. And she has such a short cooldown that she can just keep on repeating the cycle until she eventually gets your ass. It's not an if, it's a win with this bitch. She does really good damage too, but the fact that she can't solo the entire front line, she can't kill two supports that are clapping each other shit, playing like actual good players. Because she can't do that, she can't do the impossible, people don't like her, so they won't use her. And I think one of the many reasons why people don't even try to play Angela is because they've heard all these YouTubers say that she has so many counters, unplayable into certain comps, whatever the dictionary might hold. But again, I play BP, so I should know this perfectly well. Everybody says that a lot of people counter BP. There's a difference between a counter and being countered. Perfect example is somebody can go Thing to stop my dash, to stop me from doing what I do. But if they don't know how to play Thing, if they don't know how to press shift into their backline, play with the backline, that counter does not matter. Now maybe it's because I'm just too fast with it. I'm like a motherfucking blur to these folk. I make them go colorblind. If you can play around certain stuff to fully unlock your character's potential, you can do wonders, and especially with Angela, just because of how she's designed. She's a better version of Wolverine in my unfathomable highly regarded opinion. But because she has a skill curve and people don't call her S tier in these videos, nobody's gonna play her. They're missing out on a lot. The problem with Angela and all the other new characters that are coming out, and even like the old ones as well, is that people are so brainwashed. You know, these YouTubers have so much influence that whenever they make a tier list video 2 days after a new character comes out, calling them F tier, you know, if you pick them you're throwing Angela, Cantula, and then it sticks into people's minds like, you know, oh, big boy said this shit, so why should I play them if this person that's, you know, supposedly pretty good at the game says they're D tier? I'm not gonna pick them up and throw my games. I'm trying to get some elo. So then nobody tries them out. We have seen this time and time again, with the most famous example being Wolverine. Wolverine has always been a menace, but when he first came out, nobody knew how to play him. And then they instantly wrote him off. They saw he did no damage to the squishies. Yep, throw him in the fucking garbage. They need to buff him, uber buff him. But then Team Captain came in and just showed the true power of what it takes to actually know and play a character. That's why I respect Team Captain a lot. I think he's one of the best players in the game, to be honest with you. And why I think his tier list videos are actually really accurate. Because, you know, he can find a nuance. He can actually learn these new characters instead of being in the comfort zone. So many different heroes' personalities, yet people only want to play 2 or 3, and they only want to stick with those 1, 2, or 3 throughout the entire game. There's some people that are watching this video that have only played Hela, have only played Jeff. Why are you 30 years old and only playing Jeff? I think the biggest example of this is the whole support strike, which I can't believe was actually a real thing, to where a group of subhumans revolted against a common enemy. I bet this is what it felt like when... No, I'm just kidding, but anyways. And they even admitted too, it's not that BP is broken, it's not that Dive is broken. It's just that it's annoying to play against. They're literally admitting it, that it's not really good, which I think BP is a really good character, by the way. But it's just annoying to play with. They'd rather just sit back, playing with one hand while they're watching Luna Snow R34.
I am ready to put on a show.
And just fulfill their team's requests whenever they say they need healing. That's all the supports want to do. They don't want to get dived. They don't actually want to play the motherfucking video game. They just want to sit back, heal, press Q, and get elo points. And hot take, whenever I play support, whenever I had to fill, I would much rather get doed by BP, Magic, whatever, than get off-angled by a Hela or Phoenix and her 2-tap my shit. That's not fun right there. Because there's literally nothing you can do against that. That's your DPS or tank's job. As a support against dive, you can do a lot. But against them ranged folks, you got no power. They bend your ass over and then they got free reign. You're just there to take it or get saved from it. Like Daredevil, he looks fucking badass, bro. Just his character design overall, just Kit in general, looks so tough. But people were showing clips of them playing against hard bots, aka calling them 3 players. So then they're never really going to be disappointed whenever they can't 1v4 the entire backline, whenever, you know, the healers are actually supporting themselves, actually being good players. They're going to be mad and they're going to throw him away, and he's going to never see the light of day again. And or the community is going to be outraged. He's going to get giga buffed and then they're going to reel him back in. It's one big motherfucking cycle. A shiny new toy comes out. A tier list video by a popular YouTuber comes out 2 days later after the character releases. They're in D tier. Nobody plays them again because it is known in the community that it is a throw pick. But comfort zone is the moral of the story. It's not even with the new heroes as well. Again, people don't like playing Angela. They don't like playing Mr. Fantastic. All these new characters that come out that fulfill certain niches. You know, not every character is gonna thrive in every single comp. You gotta pick and choose your spots, if I'm being real. As BP, I know when to swap. If they have triple support with a thing in the more, or just full on countering my ass, I'm gonna swap, brother. I'm not gonna try and force feed into bad matchups, which every character has bad matchups. That's just the nature of the game. So these certain picks that are quote unquote off meta because somebody said so can be really good and really perfect, especially the enemy team can't play against them really good. You can get the surprise factor and just win off of that alone. But since nobody wants to play these new characters, that's never gonna happen. No new techs are gonna be found, and it's gonna be thrown into mediocrity because certain YouTubers and all these famous influencers are saying one thing and it spreads like AIDS in the 80s. It's tragic to see. Like, the displacement of Angela is so great. It is massive. Her 3-second cooldowns where she could just take tanks, tank people off the map. She's really fucking good, has really good survivability. But nobody wants to play her because all of these tier lists say that she's a bad character, that she doesn't do anything, that she does no damage. I promise you, if she gets buffed in any way, she gets instantly game breaking just because of her displacement is so great. If you have good comms, one of the best tanks in my opinion, easily. But the comfort zone doesn't only depict the new character in the selection screen. I don't know how many times to where I've gone a Widow on my team and people just instantly throw. They see a certain character being selected and they're like, what the fuck are you doing? Swap to Phoenix, swap to Hela, swap to Magneto, brother. We're not gonna win this game if you're playing so and so, even if it's the other person's problem or the entire team's fault. Most of the time, it's not just one person, it's a collective. Obviously, there's some exceptions to that, but not all the time is it that 1 in 9 Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? If he's going in the backline, wasting all of their cooldowns, and you're not supporting that, brother, your tanks aren't pushing in, whenever their backline is getting dive, everybody's turning around. If your DPS isn't taking advantage of that, that's a you problem as well. They all just dogpile on the Spider-Man, the BPs, the Widows, basically anybody but the top 3 of any category, and say that you're throwing him because you didn't pick so-and-so, when there's so much variability. What I love the most about this game is that every character is viable. Every character has somebody that can just fucking dominate, carry lobbies. Even Jeff, but people are so stuck with the same, oh, Torch, Emma, Mag. I think Venom's really good this season. I think he's one of the top 3 tanks right now. He's really fucking good. But people are still gonna play Mag and Emma because they've been brainwashed to think that's the only way they can win and that they're just the best duo in the game. They're still really good, but they're not the end all be all. I've been so many Mag and Emmas this season. You can call me Adolf because I'm just wiping them out. So I guess what I'm just trying to say is don't listen to anybody but yourself. Play characters for fun. Play characters that fit you. That is the best thing that you can do. I'm not good with Hela, I'm not good with the Phoenixes of the world, but I'm fucking great. I can carry at the BPs and Stranges of the world. Those are my characters and the ones that fit my playstyle the most. So do what you gotta do.